I have a question for other mediums that pick up on energy of other spirits. So my dog does too. It's super cool. I'm gonna make some videos on experiences that we have. He's truly amazing. But in this one, my question is do you experience similar experiences I do? So sometimes when I pick up on an energy, I can feel their energy. So I don't always see them. But I know who it is because I can feel their energy, if that makes sense. My nervous system, I suppose, is sensitive enough that it can actually pick up on the specific energy without a physical density. So sometimes it's that. Sometimes I get a visual. Most of the time I get a visual. So I can usually just see who it is. So, and what I mean by this, you don't have to be deceased. It doesn't matter. Your energy is alive and immortal. So, it doesn't die. Your body dies. I call it expiring. Your body will eventually expire. But your soul is immortal. It continues to live. And so it finds, almost like a hermit crab, okay? It moves out of a shell and it goes to find another shell. Well, that's kind of like what reincarnation is. And so when you pass away, you're just finding a new home for your spirit. And so for mediums, we are people that pick up on spirit without homes or entities or any kind of like shell, if that makes sense. And so I pick up on spirits all the time, and so that is through telepathy. So that is something that we energetically pick up on, not always see. I do see sometimes, and I always feel. But it affects me different ways, and I think depending on how powerful it is. And so if you are somebody that's having a thought about me, or somebody that's having an experience that you're thinking about that I was in, any form of you and I kind of interaction, if you're having that thought, I pick up on it, and I sometimes get visuals. Most of the time I can actually see what's going on as you experience that thought. I know it sounds kind of creepy, and it is, and I'm sorry, I can't control it. It's just what happens. And so I energetically will pick up on a visual of your thought when it has to do with an interaction with myself. If it's not an interaction with myself, I don't always pick up on it. But if you somehow have me in that thought, good, bad, doesn't matter. If I'm in that thought, I pick up on it. So when it comes to that, again, I get the visual and stuff. And so sometimes my question is other mediums that go through this, certainly they know what I'm talking about, and everybody can do this. You just have to be aware to it. It's not a belief, it's a reality. It's a multi-dimensional reality. So you energetically pick up on, many different dimensions. So you have different energies that you're connecting with that are always visible because they're visible to that vibration, which has to do with that dimension. And so when you are a multi-dimensional extraterrestrial being, you're able to fluctuate in between different realities, so you can actually see many different things that other people aren't always able to see because they're based on one dimension of their reality choice. And wherever they're at, that's what they see. But when you're multi-dimensional or interdimensional, you can fluctuate. The best way I describe it's like an elevator. And so you fluctuate up and down, just like an elevator, at lightning speed. And so when you do that, you can pick up on energies and spirits that are not physical density in this reality. So, for myself, very, very much so. It's a very natural thing, and same with my dog. But my question to anybody that also is aware of it, because again, anybody can do it, they just have to be aware of it. But when they are aware of it and they are a multi-dimensional sometimes extraterrestrial, in my case, yes, being. You can pick up on energy, and sometimes, for me, not only is it visual, sometimes and I feel it, but sometimes it actually is such a strong connection with that other person that I literally, it sucks all the energy out of me to the point of unconscious. And it's not a bad thing, it's just how much energy connection we are combining together on the vibration, if that makes sense, because that's how you project an image, is based on the vibration. And so then that person and myself connect at that vibration. I get a physical image of that person, and like I said, in this case, in my question is, do you ever get the energy sucked out of you almost to the point of unconscious? But not energy vampire, because yes, people intentionally do that. This is more of us just matching, and in order for us to bring that visual into connection or into place, we have to energetically combine that vibration. And so sometimes when that happens, it takes from my vibration so that I can get that image. And so just a few minutes almost unconsciously knocks me out, and I get a vision of that image and whatever is going on in that moment of that thought that they're having of us. And so I see people doing all kinds of interesting stuff when I connect with them. I have that energy. So if you are even putting me anywhere in your experience or your thoughts, I'm energetically picking up on that, and I can see you visually and literally what is going on in that moment you're having that thought. So it's almost like I can see your thoughts. Kind of creepy, I'm sorry. I have no choice in it, I don't. But anybody that's aware of their mediumship and are, again, multidimensional, sometimes extraterrestrial, they will understand.